Welcome back to Tech for Grown-Ups. I'm Michael. Today I want to talk about something a little different. Most of the time on this show, I'm talking directly to you, the person who wants to feel more confident, more safe, more in control of their digital life. And we're going to keep doing that. But today I want to talk to the other half of this community. That's the adult children. The sons and daughters and grandchildren who are watching a parent or a grandparent navigate the online world and feeling genuinely scared about what might happen to them. Because I hear from you too, quite a bit. And one story in particular has been sitting with me for quite some time. A man reached out a few weeks ago. I'll call him Doug. His 78-year-old mother had nearly wired $4,000 to someone claiming to be her grandson in trouble overseas. He was arrested, needed bail money, and please don't tell mom and dad. She had almost done it. The only reason she didn't was because a bank teller got suspicious and slowed the transaction down long enough for Doug to get a phone call. Now, Doug said he had already tried to talk to her about scams several times. She'd smile and nod, and then 2 weeks later, almost fall for something anyway. He said, "I don't know how to get through to her," he wrote. Nothing sticks. And quite honestly, I hear this more than almost anything else. And I want to actually help today, not with a list of tips that sounds great in theory, but falls apart the moment you're sitting across from your actual parent at the kitchen table. Let's start today with the thing that derails most families before they even get started. So here it is. You sit down. You're genuinely trying to help. You start explaining phishing and two-factor authentication and password managers. Your parents' eyes glaze over somewhere around the second sentence. You get a little frustrated. Now, trust me, because I've been there myself. And they feel a little embarrassed. And by the end of the conversation, nothing has landed. And the relationship feels slightly worse than when you started. Does this sound familiar? Yeah, it does for most people, myself included. Now, here's the thing. The problem almost never turns out to be that your parent wasn't paying attention. The problem is usually the framing. Nobody at any age, now remember that when we were children as well, wants to sit down for a safety lecture. Nobody wants to feel like they're being managed. Your parent raised a whole human being, and that's you. They've been navigating a complicated world for 70-something years. They've seen things that would make your hair stand up. They don't need a lesson. They need a conversation. And that's a completely different thing. So here's a technique that actually works. And I call it the I read something scary approach. Instead of sitting them down to teach them, just mention something casually next time you're together. Hey, I was reading about this scam going around right now where they pretend to be from Apple. Apparently, even really careful people are getting caught by it. I just wanted to mention it. And that's it. No follow-up quiz, no slides, no PowerPoint presentation on cybersecurity. Just a casual mention. What you're doing is planting a seed. You're making it a shared thing, something you both learned about, rather than something you're teaching down to them. Do this regularly. Once a week even. Just mention things. Over time, your parent starts building a mental map of what's out there without ever once feeling like a student. Now let's talk about the specific scams worth mentioning first, because not all scams are equal. Some are targeting older adults specifically, and they're worth knowing about. The first one is the grandparent scam. This is the one that almost got Doug's mom. A call comes in. Panicked voice, pretends to be a grandchild in trouble, arrested, in hospital, in an overseas accident. They need money right now, and please don't tell mom or dad. It's emotionally brutal. It's designed to trigger exactly the kind of protective instinct a grandparent has for a grandchild. And it works far more often than it should. But the fix is simple once they know about it. Hang up the phone. Call the grandchild directly on a number you already have and confirm before doing anything. That's it. One step. Now, the other one is the Apple and Microsoft support scam. It's a phone call or a text that claims there's a problem with their device. Someone needs remote access to fix it. The moment remote access is granted, it's all over. Bank accounts are emptied, identity gone. And here's the thing to repeat until it sticks. Apple does not call you. Microsoft does not call you. They never have, and they never will. If someone calls claiming to be from either company, just hang up the phone. Full stop. Now, the other one is the iMessage reply trick. This one is newer and a lot of people don't know about it yet. A scam text arrives. It looks completely legitimate. Might appear to be from their bank or Apple. And there's a link that's grayed out and it can't be clicked. The message says something like reply and in all capital letters, stop to unsubscribe. The moment they reply with anything, even stop or even no, the link activates. Don't reply. Don't engage. Delete the message and just be done with it. Also, you also have the too good to be true email, a prize, an unexpected refund, an inheritance from someone they've never heard of. That one always gets me. An email claiming their account has been compromised and they need to click here immediately. The urgency is always manufactured. Real organizations don't work this way. Real banks send letters. Real government agencies send letters. Nobody legitimate needs you to act in the next 30 minutes. Now, here's the single most powerful tool I've ever come across for protecting older adults online. It's just one sentence. Just teach them this one sentence. I never make decisions about money or personal information on the same day. I'll call you back. And that's it. That's the whole thing. It works on scam callers. It works on high-pressure salespeople too. It works on urgent emails. It buys time. And time is the enemy of every scam ever created. Because scams run entirely on panic and speed. Take the time away and the whole thing falls apart. Now, if your parent has one tool and one tool only, make it that sentence and practice it with them. Actually say it out loud together until it feels natural. Because when the moment comes and when the call comes in and the adrenaline is up and someone is telling them their grandson is in trouble, they need that sentence to be automatic. Here's another thing that works well, and it feels a little awkward to suggest. Set up what I call a check with me first agreement. Ask your parent if they'd be willing to check with you before doing either or any of these three specific things. 1. Clicking a link in any email or text claiming to be from their bank, from Apple, from the CRA, or from the IRS. 2. Sending any money to someone they haven't met in person. 3. Giving anyone remote access to their computer or their phone. Frame it not as you are supervising them, but frame it as a second set of eyes. The same way you might run a big financial decision past a trusted friend or an advisor. It's not about capability. It's about having a system. Now, most parents, when asked to do this, they say yes, because they want to be safe. They're not trying to be reckless. They just sometimes don't know what they don't know. And when you do sit down to show them something, do it right. If there's a setting you want to walk them through, privacy settings, two-factor authentication, anything, don't just do it for them. Do it once while they watch. Talk through what you're doing and why. Then let them try it on their own device, with you right there. Not because they need supervision, because doing it themselves is the only way it actually sticks. And there's a real difference between watching someone parallel park and parking the car yourself. It's the same principle. Watching you change a setting doesn't build any memory. Doing it, even slowly, even with a little help, does. And if they get it wrong the first time, that's the whole point of you being there. Make this ongoing, not a one-time event. This is the part most families miss. One conversation doesn't do it. Not because your parent wasn't listening, because the threat changes, new scams, new techniques, new technology being used in new ways every single month. Families who actually protect their aging parents well are the ones who make this a regular, casual part of how they communicate, not a formal sit-down. Just regular mentions woven into normal conversation. Hey, did you see that thing about the new Apple scam? Or I read something interesting about how Facebook is being used to target people. I'll send you the link. That's the whole system. Keep it casual, keep it regular, and keep it human. One more thing, and this one's for you, not them. Teaching a parent anything is one of the stranger experiences life offers, and it really is strange. The power dynamic is odd. The emotional history it's complicated. And there's a specific kind of helplessness that comes with caring deeply about someone who might get hurt by something you understand and they don't. So be patient with yourself, even when it doesn't land, even when they seem not to listen, even when it takes 6 conversations before one thing finally sticks. Because it sticks eventually. And Doug's mom now calls him before she responds to anything that feels off, every single time. It took months, but it stuck, and yours will too. And before you go, I want to ask you something. Are you the tech person in your family? The one everyone calls? And if so, what's actually worked when it comes to your aging parent and online safety? What has completely, spectacularly not worked? Drop it in the comments from wherever you're listening from. Or come find me at techforgrownups.com, because I think every family figures this out differently, and the more we share what actually works, the safer all of our parents are. I'm Michael, and this is Tech for Grownups. Take care of yourselves and the people you love. I'll talk to you next week.